could please state your name and what position you have at the church.
My name is Corey Kane, and I'm the lead pastor of Seymour First Baptist Church.
My name is Jason Vineyard. I'm the student pastor here at Seymour First, and I'm also overseeing the preschool and kids areas as well right now.
Church's mission, I think, as we've kind of talked about and laid out, is based out of Matthew, where we get the great commandment and the great commission is to love God, love people, and to make disciples. And so it is to mix all of those together, that in the midst of loving God, we understand the importance of loving people, and that as we love people, we have to help them to love God. And so that's that element of making disciples, how we see that come full circle and around. So,
but we've also been doing some new stuff on Wednesdays, from our preschool to our children's all the way up to our youth and adults as well. In student ministry, we've got a lot of new things coming up. Just as far as flag football, we're going to be doing here soon. We've got a big student conference that takes place in January, Strength to Stand conference. We go to every year. It's a really good conference with them. And but right now, the newest thing that we've got going on is our Wednesday night merge nights, and all that encompasses that. We have a family meal that takes place on Wednesday night starting at 5 o'clock, and then we transition to choir, and then into our kids and our youth programming that takes place there. Our youth meet downstairs in the gym, where we have a full youth worship service, and all of our kids also have, in preschool areas, all have different programming that they've got going on as well.
Man, there's lots going on, and so we've got a lot of new things going on. One of those is our Wednesday night, which we call Merge, which is really the idea of merging that vision all into practical living. So being able to understand how we love God, love others, and make disciples. And so we do that on Wednesday nights through programs for every age, from birth all the way through senior adults, so that we've got teaching and application for all of those areas. We also have D groups going on, where small groups that are gender-based, that are able to dive in and dig into God's Word and understand that and apply that together in small groups. And so I think we have 27 groups, roughly 155 people that are involved in those groups. And so they're able to read God's Word, study that, and come back together once a week to talk about how God is working through that time.
M-Fuge, Mission Fuge with Lifeway is something that I've done ever since I was a middle schooler myself, and so I've been doing Fuge for 20-some years, and so thankfully I had a decent amount of experience to kind of know how to structure and put everything together, though I will say this, it was a lot of work going into that. Fuge normally has multiple people doing all the jobs that we were kind of trying to pull together with very few people, and but it really went very well. So basically for Fuge, what that looks like is all the students come together, and at some point during the day, in fact the large majority of each day that we're there at camp is encompassing actually going out into the community and doing missions work and doing service projects for people in the community there. And so we basically just brought that component home. We stayed here at the church. All of our students and adults that were involved with that stayed right here in the church building on different floors, and with girls on one floor, boys on one floor, and some of that actually kind of was partially because of COVID too, that we wanted everybody to be here. We could kind of form our own little bubble together and kind of be safe and secure with one another. And then we basically split up into 3 groups. All of our teams, we had about 40 people that were involved in missions projects each day. And we went out throughout the community and did various different mission projects, from building decks to working in the cross food ministries, to doing backyard Bible clubs, to doing evangelism right here on our own property and our walking track. So we just did all kinds of different things, ministering and loving on our community. And then at the end of the day, we came back together. Everybody came back to the church, where we showered and everybody got cleaned up and got ready and rested a little bit. And then after dinner, we had a worship service here in our own building, in our sanctuary, where we had a band come in and lead in worship, along with church members that would come for our worship each night. And just had an incredible night, a incredible week for that matter, and just an opportunity just to grow closer to one another, to serve our community, to worship the Lord just in a powerful way. It was just a really incredible week that I think everybody kind of pulled together, and but also had the incredible opportunity of being able to serve right here at home.
Four of the major programs that we have are just Sunday morning worship and Sunday school, which is pretty standard for most churches, but Bible study on Sunday mornings, and then worship, corporate worship together. Wednesday nights with our Merge, where we have, again, age graded all the way from preschool through senior adults that are doing those things together. D groups that we already talked about, those are small groups that meet, some on campus, some off campus, but not at a specific time, just kind of throughout the week. And then our MVP ministry, which is key to really staying connected and reaching out to the community. That's a soccer program. This past fall, we had 386 participants in that, and so that's a lot of families that we're able to reach out and tell about what is going on here at Seymour First Baptist that we're really excited about.